What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my garage. Alright, so today is going to be a special episode because I've got a subscriber who reached out to me. He was actually looking for some Belair parts, which I was able to help him out with. And he ended up building his, Belair 1957, and it actually looks very good. And he did send me a little bit of a gift over. So this is a wolf wagon, which I didn't have, basically in good condition like this. So this car is very nice. It's got some brown interior, and I noticed today it's very foggy on the game, so yeah. But this is our new daily at the moment, apart from the shop truck, which I use for picking up bags of sand and all sorts of things. So yeah, the engine he has asked me to build him is a 350 cubic inch block for his Chevy Belair. So I basically have all the parts ready here and painted up in matte finish, because that was one of the requests. I checked with him what he wanted to have done on it. So yeah, buddy, this is your engine being built. So I did receive the block from him. I think it was actually this one, but the condition is a little bit worse, so I did swap it out for one of mine that I have. So you are getting a better condition engine than what you sent me. So yeah, we are going to basically start off by putting this thing together for him. So I hope I've got all the parts. So yeah, we are going to start off by mounting the crankshaft, which we're going to do a base stock standard crankshaft, because he only asked for about 300 horsepower, but I think this engine will probably have a little bit more with all the performance parts he has requested, but I guess he will have to find out and see what happens. So we are going with stock pistons. I'm not gonna put in the high performance pistons, because we're gonna try and keep this thing as basic as possible. Maybe if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing so. And also, if you want to have a look at more of my car mod videos, I will also put that at the top right of the screen over there, so you can have a look at that as well. Because yeah, there's been a couple of videos that I made on car mods, and so far, yeah, people actually have been enjoying it. So if you are new to modding my garage, there's definitely a lot of content there for you guys. Alright, so we're gonna just continue putting all of these pistons in, making sure we've got everything buttoned down. Okay, so yeah, we've got our last piston to put in. So yeah, this engine is going to be a two-tone color. Basically the red, which his car is, this is called Gypsy Red. And then he's got this beautiful cream color. Can't remember the name now off the top of my head. Alright, so we can mount the oil pan. And then hopefully we can continue with the top section. So I've decided to go with normal rockers as well. And yeah, these will basically just act as standard parts, although these are paintable cylinder heads. We are going to mount a high performance camshaft for him, because that was one of his requests, and I think this is going to be a very beautiful engine. Alright, so let's sort out this front chain quickly. So that is sorted, and then we can probably mount our timing chain cover, which I also decided to go with a red color for this. So that is going to look very snazzy. And our water pump is also in red. So basically the engine will be mostly red, but with the white cylinder head. So I think that's going to look very nice. Let me just see, make sure I get all the bolts tightened down, because I don't want to send an engine over to this guy and then he's going to have it blow up on him. Alright, so yeah, we've got all of those sorted, I believe. Alright, so let's put on the cylinder head gaskets. That's probably the opposite side. Now let's grab this one. Alright, so this is actually coming together very nicely. Okay, let's grab the other cylinder head gasket. Just pop it on this side and install this one. Alright, so yeah, there's also been another update to the game. So basically, we'll head over there after I have built this engine. And I'll show you guys a little bit what's going on and what is happening, because as you know, I am on the test version of this game. So yeah, I get a little bit of a, a head start with the upcoming updates to the game. And yeah, everybody can basically join. You just have to go onto the actual My Garage Discord and basically type, get the code first of all to join the My Garage test build. So that is something you can also have a look at. Now I'm looking for this part over here. Alright, so up next I think I'm going to do the harmonic balancer at the front here and get the pulley mounted. And also we can probably mount our cooling fan so that we can be sure to have that on the engine. I think that is looking quite flashy already. Alright, so let's grab all of the small bits and pieces over here and get them sorted out. So basically all of these parts are brand new. So yeah, this is going to be a very reliable engine for his 57 Belair. We've got a brand new ignition coil, we've got a brand new distributor. Alright, so that is buttoned down. Alright, let's get the alternator mounted as well. Okay, so here we can do the alternator belt. And I think next let's sort out the flywheel. Come on, there we go. Alright, so there's 6 bolts over here, and we got all 6 of those. And let's get the clutch mounted, and also the pressure plate. Alright, so yeah, I think I got those 2. Let's grab these 2 down at the bottom and move over to this side. We'll get these 2 bolted down as well. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go and grab some spark plugs quick, so I will be right back. Alright, so we are back and I've got the spark plugs over here. So he did ask for high performance spark plugs, so that is what we are going to mount. And hopefully, yeah, this won't make too much power altogether. Okay, so just get all of these spark plugs fitted. Yeah, I do have enough. Okay, so there we go. Alright, let's grab the last one. Let's get this mounted over here. Okay, let's get the socket and just tighten all of these down. Just making sure we've got everything buttoned up nicely. Yeah, let's just put this back in the toolbox. Alright, so next I think I'm gonna pop on the air cleaner. So we are going with the performance air cleaner and all the bits that goes with it. So I think this will give the engine a little bit of a different look as well. Alright, so there we are. Now we can pop on our valve covers. And let's pop on the other side. Alright, so there we go. We've got basically everything sorted now. The last touch will be the distributor wires and basically the headers. So I think these headers will work quite well. Should complement it very nicely. Non-painted. Alright, and let's grab the last one. Alright, so that is basically this engine built and it is ready to rock and roll. So I do want to just stand here and look at it quick. So I think, yeah, everything basically looks pretty decent. Now, I'm not really a professional at adding decals or anything, which brings me to the Supernatural Impala I built. I did actually find the decal for that, which has to go in the back of the trunk. So yeah, I'll drop an image over here. So basically that is the best that I could have done with that specific trunk on the car, because it's yeah, quite hard to get these decals lined up and make sure it doesn't go where it's not supposed to. Alright, but yeah, I do want to show off this Mercedes Cabriolet that I have here. Now I'm still busy working on this thing, but it's also got quite low mileage. It's got 111,531 kilometers on the odometer. So this is a little bit of a rare car. It's not really super rare in my opinion, but yeah, it does have a working cluster and everything is still basically up to spec, and it does run. But yeah, as I said, it still needs a bit of work. I need to sort this thing out. Until then, yeah, we'll basically, once it's done, I'll send this to auction and see how much we can get out of this. So yeah, I'll basically be refurbishing this, but this will be for a later episode. So yeah, we are going to just leave this in the shop for now. I'm gonna head over to the service center and just show you guys what's cooking over there a little bit, because as you know, the roleplay series is basically based off the service center, so obviously we had to improvise a little bit for those recordings. But yeah, I guess you'll just have to stay tuned and watch that episode when it comes out. Alright, so we are going to make our way over to this service center and I'll catch up to you guys once I get there. Alright, so here we are. So basically quite a bit has changed over here. I see I do have some spare parts lying around here. I think this was when I towed the vehicle back to the garage from here. So yeah, we might actually just grab this and pick it up. Let's just pop it in there. Okay, so basically the building over here has been changed into a paint booth. So this is basically how it works. You need to park your car in a booth, you need to change the color in the information panel, and then you can pay in the service center on that side. So yeah, the developer is still busy with a couple of things. So yeah, basically this is where you paint. So let's quickly pull our car in here. I've noticed this bump on this side is a little bit hard to get up, even with a stock Wolf suspension fitted. You do get a little bit of stuck, so you pretty much have to either approach it at an angle like so. Alright, so here we are. Let's quickly pull this in. Alright, so there we are. I want to actually see if the car is dirty, if it stays dirty, so this is a perfect test. Alright, so now we have to come over here and let's say we want to change the color to, we're just going to go with a random color here. Got no idea what color that is. It's like a little orange. Okay, so let's go and pay quickly. Alright, so that has been painted then. Yeah, I can already see the orange peeling out on the side here. Okay, so yeah, the car is also washed apparently, so we don't have any dirt on it anymore as well, which actually makes sense. And they also say they will remove all the rust, so that, yeah, luckily this car didn't have any rust to start with. But yeah, I think this is actually a very nice orange. I might actually do a Belair build in this color. But yeah, just so that you guys know, this is basically how this works. And yeah, I did have some tools mounted which are still there. Don't know if I had a pry tool and everything in it, but yeah, pretty much that is the paint booth upcoming update to the game. So yeah, there's been a couple of changes here. So for example, this little room over here, you can go into it, but yeah, still got these invisible walls from this side, so it's not really something we can use per se. I've still got this little tire rack and the battery charger over here. We've got a nice little office over here, and also we've got this looks like a parts storeroom. That's what I basically use it for in the roleplay series. So this is what this area is for. And then obviously we have the door over here which cannot open. And we've got our dyno, which has also got more rollers. So this was also part of the update. So there's a couple more rollers now. So if you bring your Niva, which is 4-wheel drive, you can actually just pull it up and make sure your front wheels align with these. And then basically you can dyno tune it. And as for the service center, as you can see, yeah, he's got some work to do here still as well. There's a little bit of a placement issue, if we can call it such. So some of the things aren't visible there, so this is too far into the wall. But yeah, Viking, you are doing an amazing job on these updates, and can't wait for everything to be sorted out in this area. So yeah, we still have the 3 cars over here as well. The Wolf with a custom V8, 360 horsepower, and we've got the Rally Lada over here, or Lad Coupe, which is making 286 horsepower with a 1.8 liter engine, and it's got a roll cage in. And then we've got this car, which I still think resembles the Shady Parts dealer's car, the supercharged V8 part. So yeah, that is actually a very nice addition to the game, and I can't actually wait to see what the developer has planned for this place further, because I think there's going to be quite a lot of interesting stuff happening with these updates. So yeah, also I think that is going to be a wrap for this episode. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I will appreciate it if you do so. And also, if you enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button. But yeah, I think that is going to be a wrap. So yeah, until the next time, cheerio.